Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. And welcome back on my live stream here from Utsjoki in the far north of Finnish Lapland. If you can hear me, please drop me a message in the comments. We are live. It's almost the full moon. And we have some very, very bright northern lights here in the sky. Thank you, Sheila and Nikki, for confirming that you can hear me. And Linda, wow, that's a long shift. Hope you're doing okay. And Christina, hi again, nice to see you again. So we are live. The weather forecast was not amazing, but here we are. It is almost completely clear. The solar wind is going crazy, and we are going to spend a few moments together here in the far north of Finnish Lapland. As you see, we did not cut the tree that we discussed during the previous live. Sorry about the interruption. I think everything should work now. Just bumped into a cable. So a few words in French. Bonsoir les francophones. Nous sommes en direct d'Utsjoki, toujours dans le grand nord de la Laponie finlandaise, sous les aurores boréales, en direct. J'espère que vous allez bien. We are here in Utsjoki, that's the green dot in the center of the map, in the northernmost part of Finnish Lapland. And you can see on the left of the bottom of the image you have those hills that are actually already in Norway on the other side of the river. And we have the nearly full moon on the right, and as you can see, the northern lights going all across the sky. And Gis, good evening to you as well from Kittila. I hope that you have good weather there. We've had a few warmer days, so as you can see, the snow has almost completely disappeared. It's quite common here in the north. We are in the transition season. Of course, this transition season is happening later and later every year due to climate change. I set everything up in quite a rush here, So I'll try not to bump cables again, but if the image goes black, just give me a second to find a way to come back online. We have some gorgeous northern lights. I'm expecting a big show at some point due to the solar wind numbers. If you want to share this with your if you want to share with your friends, that would be amazing. Sorry about the interruption again. It's getting really nice over there. It's going to be a little bit behind the tree, and as you can see, it's going all the way up. Now the camera is actually pointing exactly to the vertical up. So I'm streaming this tonight both on YouTube and Facebook. I might stop the streams on Facebook at some point because I really don't like the loss of quality on Facebook. It's quite annoying, and I want everybody to be able to see the best. So if you are not there already, I highly recommend you to join me on the YouTube channel REZ Photography, and there you can see the aurora in full HD in 1080p, so that would be really amazing. And now we are pointing the camera in the southern direction with some beautiful green over there. So if you are on Facebook, tap on the settings button for image quality and make sure that you choose 1080p, and then you get some really good image quality, hopefully. And yeah, we are having a really good Northern Lights display tonight. And as you can see, even the full moon doesn't disturb the show. You can see the moon just on the left of the image. At the edge you can see the glow of the moon. I think the north is getting more interesting again. So let's try to see what's happening there. Oh yes, that looks really nice. And that's what we are all after, dancing Northern Lights. Bonsoir Bernadette. And good evening Liz. It wasn't supposed to be that clear here tonight, or not that late, but here it is, here we are. I actually just took pictures earlier this evening. We had the first nice outburst. I really didn't expect there would be any point of doing a live stream, and then I changed my mind, as you can see. So we might not be here long, but we can always try. And Carol is asking how cold it is tonight. It's -6 degrees Celsius, so that's still quite doable. And Betsy, good evening in the Netherlands. And Joriel, bonsoir Juvisy. It's 7:30 p.m. here in Utsjoki. The show started as early as 5 p.m. so that was pretty amazing. And Magnolia, good, what is it, afternoon in Guatemala, nice, I think. You might be our first viewer over there in Guatemala, so nice to see you. Christina, too warm in New York. I really need to learn to do the conversion between Fahrenheit and Celsius in my head. I know that -43 is the same in Celsius and Fahrenheit. And we are now to the northeast, again just in front of my house on the side of the road. And walking in front of the camera on purpose to show you that this is live. And Julia from Argentina, good, what is it, afternoon also for you over there. And it's morning still in Guatemala. Yes, actually you are right. It's so early here that it's still the morning in America. If you just joined us, it's full moon night, so that's why the landscape looks so bright. And you can see the light on the other side of the river. That's the road in Norway, and the road on the foreground is the road here in Finland. Isabelle de France, bonsoir. Bonsoir à nouveau à tous les francophones. And James, nice to see you again. This is my second proper live stream this season. It started a little bit later than I wanted. I was traveling and had to figure out some technical issues with the stream, but now everything is back to normal, and as I said last time, I will try to stream as often as possible. So now the camera is facing northeast, I would say. And Phyllis is in Texas. Good morning, Texas. It's getting a bit fainter there, so we are going to turn to the brighter spot here. Yeah, you do have the river down there. And Christina is converting her 74 Fahrenheit to 23.3 Celsius. So yes, oh, that's quite warm. I'm glad it's not that warm here. Et bonsoir Loïc, ça fait longtemps. J'espère que tu vas bien. And Suzette, good evening. Yes, we have action coming and going. Now it's getting softer again. And Angelica, yes, if you are driving by, of course, do say hello. At Christmas time, I will be in France visiting my family, so it depends when exactly you are driving by. Going to quickly check the solar wind data. We are quite good. Very good. So stay tuned. I'm really hoping for a stronger outburst. So if you are in North America, you will have a total eclipse of the moon tonight. And it will be, the totality will be around 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so it will be mostly the west coast. You'll probably be able to see it on the east coast, but it will be quite close to sunrise. So Google it, check it out for all the details. The totality is almost 1.5 hours tonight, so it's quite a nice show. The moon will turn all crimson or red. So for those of you in America, check it out. Good luck back at work, Christina and Angelica. Yeah, 23rd of December, unfortunately, I won't be in Utsjoki. So maybe another time when you visit us again. And Gis is asking what site I'm checking. I'm usually using spaceweatherlive.com. I really like their graphs. They just display all the important information all on the same page. No need to try to look for anything. It's all there. All what I need is there. And then they have another page with live webcams, so it makes it quite easy to check the situation. And Christine, good evening to you. I hope you are doing well. So the show has fainted a little bit, but with the numbers that I can see, solar wind data that I can see, I'm really hoping for something quite big. If you are currently watching on Facebook, I highly recommend you to switch to my YouTube channel. The quality is much better on YouTube, and at some point I will stop streaming on Facebook because I really don't like how they destroy the quality of all this hard work to provide good images. So if you want to join me on the YouTube channel, it's also REZ Photography. And then please make sure to subscribe to the channel and also click on the notification bell, so when I go live you will receive a notification that the YouTube live stream is starting. And on YouTube, make sure to go to the quality settings and choose 1080p. Then you will have the highest possible resolution. It's getting a little bit brighter again over there. And Andy, good evening to you. And Arendt, good evening to you as well. So now it's growing again upwards and to the south. So let's see what we get. Looks like a car is coming. Elise, where are you in northern Norway? That was a taxi. So yes, Elise, I hope you get lucky. Kirkenes. Let me check the weather forecast. It's not very reliable, but and Kirkenes is on the edge of the clouds area, so hopefully you get lucky a little bit later. And we are getting lucky here now. Which direction are we going? Up. And then to the west. So as you can see, we have aurora starting from the horizon and going now all the way up, but also going towards the south. So it is everywhere. Let's stay focused on the area with most of the action. No, Andy, we're not talking about cutting the tree down anymore. Let's just see if the winter is very, very, very cold and that I need more firewood. We will revisit this topic. It was just a joke about cutting the tree. It's just a little bit in the way of the image, but we are not cutting the tree. Don't worry, we were just chatting and joking around. And good to hear, Arend, that the view is good on Facebook. It's just a matter of resolution. Facebook is limiting it to 720p, and as soon as you're going to want to put it in full screen, it's not going to be as good as YouTube. I've compared both, and the difference is really, really big actually. I've also started a new page that's called Buy Me a Coffee. I'm doing all these live streams on my free time, and of course photography is also my job, so it would be nice to get a little bit of help with that. So if you want to donate, there is a link in the description. I will send some kind of wallpaper images for those who donate. I know I didn't do it for the previous stream yet. I have been feeling quite sick the whole week. I'm all better now, so as soon as I have a second, I will also send to people who contributed in the previous stream. So yes, the link is in the description if you want to help. Et bonsoir Hugues, effectivement, très heureux de vous retrouver aussi. Looks like another car is coming. Arendt is asking if the pole star is clear. Well, it's clear all around, so yes. It's getting brighter again. No clouds at all right now, so that's good. Let's hope it stays this way until we get a good outburst. And now the camera is straight up. Pointing straight up to the zenith. It's moving quite a bit. So that's nice. So we are now right under the aurora. As you can see, the camera is pointing straight up, and you see the wave of the ribbon moving. So I was going to say so pretty and beautiful at the same time. So beautiful. And good morning, Dasha from Alberta in Canada. That was another car. I don't have neighbors, Arend, so no, it's somebody that lives probably at least 10 kilometers away from me. No neighbors. That's the beauty of living in the middle of nowhere. Let's see if we need to move the camera again. Maybe we try to go back down a little bit. We follow the green all the way down to Norway. So I don't know if you know, guys, but you can join me on some trips. There is one here in Utsjoki. It's at the beginning of January. It's a photography trip, and we're focusing on the Northern Lights, of course, and the beautiful colors of the polar night. It's a very special time of the year here. The sun doesn't rise, but we do have a few hours of light in the middle of the day, and everything can turn into the most amazing pastel colors. So if you're into something different, I highly recommend you to join us here in Utsjoki on the 2nd of January. We still have a few spots available, and then 2 weeks later I will be in Tromsø on the polar front, on the ship polar front, and then we are also going to be looking for the Northern Lights at night, and during the day we are going to look for orcas, killer whales, and for humpback whales. So that's more for the wildlife photographers around. You don't have to be an advanced photographer to join any of the trips. We always have anything ranging from beginners to very advanced photographers. The main reason to join a photography trip is that we are really focusing on the times when the light is the best. And for example, when we're photographing the orcas, we always try to orient the zodiacs with the good background and the good light, so that maximizes the chances of taking some pictures that are above average, let's say. So you can check out my website, and I think there is a link to the workshops in the description of this video. So would love you guys to join me. And Alan from Brazil. It is actually starting to get or to feel colder. And you can see now the lights are not super strong, but still, even with the glare of the full moon, you can see the lights. And what you see now on the stream is very close to what I see to the naked eye, so no cheating at all here. Of course, it's always better on camera, but it's just I'm looking at my screen and then at the sky and then back at the screen, and it's very similar. Until next time, Arendt, nice to have you here again. Just getting a little bit brighter again. Come on, lights. It is getting actually brighter over there. Up there. Let's see what happens with this little bit. It's actually very humid as well, so I hope something happens before all the lenses get frozen over. And Christine is mentioning that Facebook had an update and notifications need to be turned back on. Well, thank you for Apparently we lost the audio. Don't know what happened. So sorry about that. Now I'm back on the camera's microphone. I think the wireless microphone ran out of batteries, so the quality is probably not so good anymore. So how is it now? The joys of live streaming. So it must have looked pretty stupid when I was talking to you in front of the camera with no sound. So yes, we've been live for almost an hour. And we can see some clouds and more clouds, and the lights are now in the south. You can see my house. So you can see the glare of the full moon on the left of the image. Bonsoir Sophie, j'espère que vous allez bien. Et bien sûr, c'est toujours possible de parler français. N'hésitez pas à envoyer des messages en français. J'y réponds bien sûr quand je les vois. And we are going back to the north Well, if you have questions for me, and it has to be in French, English, or Dutch or German, I don't know what language you are actually even writing, so unfortunately I can't answer. And Timo, yes, we have a very surprising clear sky, and it's getting a lot colder also than the forecast. Now I can see some clouds coming in from the east and southeast. And we have Karen from the US. Good afternoon to you. And Christine, the temperature, it was -6 last I looked, but I think it might be -7, -8 now. It's feeling pretty chilly, and it's been so clear, so as soon as the cloud cover disappears, we always lose a few degrees. It is getting brighter again to the north, so we are going to wait for this. And Larry, good afternoon to you in Alabama. I'm glad that you can see this here for the first time. The lights can actually move a lot faster than they are now. So if you want to see it again, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I will be doing a lot more of those live streams throughout the season. So welcome here. And Ludger, good evening to you, and you're very welcome. Have you seen the Northern Lights in northern Germany? And yes, despite the moon, we have some really nice show tonight. I think the clouds are starting to tell me that it's time to start to think to wrap it up. And Harumi, you're very welcome. And Peter from the UK, good evening to you as well. It is actually starting to look like it wants to move a little bit more in that last gap between the clouds. One thing why it might not have been extremely fast yet tonight is that the solar wind is not very fast at the moment. It is actually getting really nice here. I need to make a plan to turn the camera. There's a car coming. So bye bye It's moving to the south behind the tree and behind the clouds, as I was saying. But we do have some nice stuff happening down there. So we are going to wait this out a few more minutes, and then I think that it will be time to go have my dinner with those stupid clouds that of course come to the sky exactly at the wrong time. It is nice and bright. And still very visible despite the clouds and despite the moon. So that says enough about how bright it is. And Christine, yes, last week I think there was indeed quite a big show. It's been very cloudy here the past few days, so I missed it too. Well, that was the mailman. So I got letters delivered at 8:30. I was wondering who is coming to talk to me about the live stream. But it was just the mailman. All right. I think that we are going to call it a night. Or maybe. I really don't know why the microphone just mutes itself sometimes. So, as I was saying, we are waiting for this little bit to finish and then I will call it a night. If you liked this stream and want to support me, I've opened a Buy Me a Coffee page and the link is in the description. So that would be always lovely if you want to contribute a little bit to this work. And I will send a wallpaper of the night to the contributors. I didn't do it for the last stream. I was sick the past few days, but tomorrow I'm going to start catching up with the late work. So yes, as Tina says, it never stops. You can't go to have food or to warm up. And I was actually hoping that those clouds would make me stop. Let's just stay a few more minutes to see what happens with this. This is actually the only part of the sky that's not cloudy yet, and we have a little dance to the right. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I hope this time the sound is working. Just keeping an eye on the screen to see the sound bar. I'm going to wish you guys a good night or good afternoon, good evening for our viewers in the West in America. It's been quite a good aurora night. I'm sure it's not over when I see the solar wind numbers, but unfortunately those clouds here mean it might be over very soon. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. I've seen also new names, so I'm really happy to see that the audience is expanding. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, especially on YouTube. And then you will know immediately when I go live the next time. I will try to be consistent with that. And if I'm traveling and not able to do it, check out my Instagram. I will be keeping updates of my whereabouts for that. So thank you all for viewing and for all the comments and for keeping me company. It's pretty cold actually tonight, so really happy to have you guys to chat with and spend the time. So thank you again and see you on the next one.